My name is Josh DeWolfe. I was born in Hamilton and I lived there for like 27 years or something. I just saw an advertisement one day and I knew I wanted to get into game development. Part of my interest in the course was the fact that there's a bunch of different facets to it. I wanted to kind of like have like a more broad understanding of like how games are made and stuff like that. To some degree, I always felt like wanted to make games. I mean, what like 8-year-old doesn't want to make video games? But eventually I kind of came to the realization that like there just didn't really feel like there was much else that I wanted to do like professionally. So I did my internship at Snakehead Games, and then I worked with them full-time for 3 years. For most of my time there, I was actually the only front-end developer. So I was coding all the graphics and interacting with the data coming down from the server and all that kind of stuff. After Snakehead, I was looking for something else, and Ubisoft was kind of like the big aspirational, like there isn't really anything else around here that's like bigger than that. I applied to a few different positions and they apparently really wanted me for one particular position. So I was happy to oblige. I guess my official title is UI Specialist Development Tester. Is basically like I'm a tester with a lot of like really specialized knowledge and like technical knowledge that like even a lot of the actual like developers themselves don't have. I'm kind of like the guy in charge of like the quality of the UI specifically. So whether that's, you know, talking to the programmers, like testing the game, figuring out how all the systems work, like behind the scenes, making sure the design is working well and the game is fun, and all this kind of stuff. When I enrolled, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. The kind of like having a little bit of like a bunch of different things was part of what appealed to me about triOS. When I was 13, my favorite game was Final Fantasy Tactics. I guess when I was 23, it was probably World of Warcraft. Probably still Final Fantasy Tactics. One game that I played a lot of way back in the day was RPG Maker. I probably put like 1,000 hours into that game. If you can do it, then I mean, do it. I think I was something like 24 when I enrolled at triOS. You can definitely start at any time. I think at Snakehead, I mean, one of my colleagues that also went to triOS was like in his like 50s, so. Like ambition in general, I think is like really important in this field. It's so like cutting edge and technological. So the people at the top are almost always the people who are like lifelong learners, right? They're the ones who like when there's like a problem at work, they're like, oh, like I already know this thing because I like figured it out myself because I was interested in it.